Hello, and welcome.
Tiger Claws!
Yes, to Tiger Claws. No, to another update video on my YouTube channel. Currently, I had some thoughts about changing a few things. If you have seen my last video, you maybe know what I'm talking about. If not, it's not that important right now. So we will carry on with running series on my channel. And well, if you watched a few of my current series, you know that there currently is World of Warcraft Legion. This is a series I ended recording in October last year, and yeah, I'm still running that series for about, let me have a quick look, we are at episode 163, I think, currently, and there should be at least 20 to 30 more episodes. So we will be running, or I will be running Legion until the end of March. Next to that is Skyrim, the remastered edition. That is around the same number of episodes left, so it will have at the end around 90-ish episodes. So it will also end at end of March. So yeah, and the third running series, which is currently my longest running series, is Hearthstone. Especially that, oh fuck, wrong button. The Tavern Brawl series, which now runs for 89 weeks, with one episode I missed because I totally forgot it. I think it was episode 82. That was the week when I totally forgot about Tavern Brawl, and yeah, I basically skipped that episode. And yeah, as you may have seen or not have seen, I've changed from my native language to English, at least in the Hearthstone videos. That trend will continue because the viewing base in English or spoken English is way bigger than in my native language. So I was sadly, what's the word? Let me quick have a look at it. Surprised. I was sadly surprised that my English. My English spoken Tavern Brawl videos were 400 times more viewed than my native language ones. So I will stay with English spoken Hearthstone videos. That includes random videos when I try out own deck, or I try to make some dailies, whatever the case be. Yeah, so that is what is currently running. Yeah, next point would be new series. As you probably know, or maybe not know if you live on a rock, Mass Effect Andromeda will come out on the 21th of March, but not in my case. I live in an area where Mass Effect Andromeda will be released 2 days later. So I will start the Mass Effect Andromeda series obviously on the 23rd of March. And yeah, I'm still not sure if I play it by myself and then do a YouTube series, or if I live stream my first playthrough. I think that will be decided in the last breath of the last days before the release. Yeah, so that will be done.
Golden egg.
Golden egg! Yes, that will be done as a new series in March. Well, we have not so many days in February left, so I don't know if I start my second new series
Cat egg.
this month, or if I wait till Warcraft and Skyrim is completed, because I have currently because of these two series, which are currently released every day, so and I have a running time each between 20 minutes up to 1 hour, so it is quite a bit of content which is released every day, even though it is already recorded for over a half year. So yeah, I'm currently not so sure if I want to start the game that is not or the project that is not what's the word? It's not clear if I do it or not. I'm currently testing some uploads of that game and check if there are any issues with copyrights, because it is a Japanese game, or from a Japanese game company, and those are, well, touchy, to say the least, with copyright claims, which I found out the hard way
Cat egg.
with Tales of Tysteria. I've asked a few people before I released that series if they had any copyright problems, and everyone said no, that game is safe to put on YouTube. And what is it? Out of my, what was it, 54 episodes or so, 6 got a copyright claim. So yeah, the Japanese companies are very, very, very touchy when it goes to gameplay on YouTube. Still, it's not so worse as it was 10 years ago, but it is still kinda hard to release stuff. But it got better, I'd say. Not 10 years ago, that's a bit much. Let's say 5 or 6 years ago, it was extreme. You got everything flagged if it just had a few seconds of a Japanese game with audio or whatnot in it, which was quite annoying, because they have so many nice games that many Westerners never play or never heard of, but you literally can't play them on YouTube because you get your channel strike down, which is not so nice. So well, yeah, I'm currently trying some uploads out from that game, and see if I get flagged at any point, and if all those things go through quietly, I think I will release another series next to Mass Effect Andromeda. Maybe I will start that series this month with 5 days left, or what? How much days do we have left? Yes, 5 days. We have 5 days left in this month, so maybe if I can do my research in time, since I want to do a 100% run. And another thing is, aside from the research I need to do to make a 100% run, I need to play that game through to the end, because I only have the original in PAL version, since it's a console game, and the problem with that is that the German, the PAL version doesn't have the original soundtrack, not soundtrack, audio files enabled from the start. You need to clear that game on English the first time, and if you cleared that, you get the option to play the game with the original sound files, which is kind of annoying, but yeah, it's good in that way that I can get back into the game and don't be too noobish when I do my 100% run of that game. But at the moment it still depends on if my test uploads, which are not public, get flagged or not. I will try out some different configurations, so if different things maybe get flagged or not, and I guess I will wait maybe, let's say 5 days in this month, maybe I wait 3 days or so, if any of those uploads get flagged. If not, I will start the series this month on the last 2 days, I guess, and then yeah, we will do that. And when that project starts, we will have another update video in the first episode, I think, because there's much to talk about. Oh god, which way was it now? Fuck, I forgot. Up or down? Yes, so let's go ahead on the next thing. Basically, I had another series planned starting in January, but yeah, many buts. There was a problem, not with well, it was with me, so to speak, because the controls of the game, the Bureau XCOM Declassified, were so horrible that I couldn't bring myself to play it another, or give it another go. I've uploaded the intro of that series on my channel, and it is in the XCOM playlist, but after the first episode, which should be on there as well but not released, it was a horrible experience. The controls were that shitty that I can't bring myself to play that game again, and I'm kinda pissed that I wasted $8 on that game. I would rather buy 2 packets of cigarettes and burn them, because I'm a non-smoker, than wasting my money again on that shitty game. But what's done is done. Yeah, so the Bureau XCOM Declassified is my first cancelled series. I hope not that this will be a continuing trend with other games. At some point in the future I will most likely play XCOM 2. So I hope it won't translate to that game, but I don't think so, since XCOM 2 is more like XCOM Enemy Within. So I don't see any troubles there, but I don't think I will play XCOM 2 this year or next year, but I will play it sometime in the future, because I like the franchise, that is. So, let's move on to paused series. Yes, I have 2 paused series at the moment, and that is Spore, the Endless game, where the goal was to wipe out the Grogs, but that series is or was paused because I have so many series running right now, and those are very, very long. The Warcraft series that I mentioned at the beginning has around 180-ish episodes, which is about half a year. So it's a quite long series. And with Skyrim, that started shortly after. I had to pause that game because I couldn't record that much stuff, and I didn't want to have too many projects running before I move on to another one. As you can see, I have currently, or heard shortly before, that I have 2 new series planned, and those alone will take enough time so that I can't actually bring myself to do additional series like that Endlich series Explore, because it is rather grindy at the point where I'm currently at, and I don't like to put out videos where every episode is basically the same to Explore. That would, I think it would take at least 300 or 400 episodes, around 20 to 40 minutes, and 99% of those episodes would be the same. So I think for the better that this project is currently paused, and at some point in the future I will do, let's say, 30 additional episodes for that series.
Bear cat egg.
Yeah, bear cat egg indeed.
Yeah?
No, shut up. Yeah, so that will come, or that will continue in future. I hope. You never know what happens. So, yeah, and the next series, discontinued or paused series, is Star Citizen. I cannot call it a series just yet, because I have only 2 or 3 videos of Star Citizen, but I'm planning on doing a series when the single player mode finally is released. And yeah, the problem with that game was, or still is, my computer system is 17, nearly 8 years old, and yeah, Star Citizens with such an old system is quite a challenge, let's say it this way. I have made some upgrades. I upgraded my graphics card, which was my old graphics card was on place 45 on the graphics card tier list, and my new one is on place 17. So I think graphics card wise I should be up to date now. Not really up to date, but with a more viable card. And I doubled my RAM up to 16 gigabytes, and that should also help with when Star Citizen gets released. Another upgrade I'm still not sure about is I want to get SSD drive. No, that was redundant. An SSD for my games, or at least the games I play a lot, and Star Citizens would be put on there. So that would be a additional upgrade in the far future, I guess. Who knows? Yeah, so that were the paused games. We have the cancelled projects. Anything else? Ah, wait, there's something I need to add to Hearthstone. I totally forgot about that. Blizzard currently, or recently, released that they won't put out any more add-ons, PvE add-ons for Hearthstone. Rather than that, they will put out 3 card pack updates every year. So we basically only have 4 releases every year instead of 3 releases instead of 4. The old release schedule was adventure packs, and that changes to 3 pack adventure. Come on! Think before you speak! And that changes to 3 pack editions per year, or how would you call that? It's not a DLC. Add-ons. Pack add-ons. 3 pack add-ons per year. So, yeah, that will lessen the Hearthstone content that I will make, obviously, because I don't need to, or will be doing the boss guides I did in the past adventures. So there will be a decline in Hearthstone videos. Is that being said, and what else? Do I have anything else to talk about? Well, yeah, the general change that I will try to make all the videos I do in English, which I mentioned in the Hearthstone part, because the audience is bigger by a big margin, so I try to improve my English skills with this also. So it's not only to get more views, but to get or to train my English, since in the area where I live you don't speak English to anyone really, and those tourists that come to this area where I'm at, those speak German in general, so we don't have many English speaking tourists here, so there's not much or there are not many opportunities to train my spoken English skills, which is one. I think it's more of the main reason for me to do these videos in English, because you need to speak a language in order to master it. Is a big word, but to get to a decent level, so that native speaker can understand you and you can vocalize the thoughts you have, which is still a bit rough for me, because the English I had was always very specialized to my apprenticeships or to that what I studied at university. So I don't really have the what's the word? Not common, casual. The casual talk. It's what I'm missing, or casual speaking skills. So I think games are a good opportunity to try to improve on that. Yeah, anything else? Anything else? Well, as always, if you have any ideas how I can improve, aside from things that have to do with buying better hardware and stuff, this is a monetary question, and that's not something you can help me with. So if you have any other ideas about series I could make, or if you like shorter episodes or longer episodes and stuff like that, feel free to write it down in the comments, or leave me a tweet at Twitter. And yeah, I sure thank you for listening to my ramblings till now, and until next time, bye P!